Hey guys. It's like I forgot to. All right, welcome everyone. So you guys, we're doing one question readings for $20, you guys. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna put this up on the banner. Okay. Only taking one question readings for $20. Cash App. Not taking any super chats. Super chats will be taken as a donation. Sec. Just gonna see if I come up here. Hold on one sec. So anybody looking for a one question reading could send your payments. Sure There we go. Now I could see everything. You guys also, if you guys are interested in an astrology chart reading, check out my sister. She is doing them for $75 for an hour. So that is a huge deal, you guys, if you guys are interested in that. Keep in mind, typically chart readings are like what, like around $300. So she is also launching her own channel soon, and all the details are in the description box regarding that. Yeah, Rashida, if you're looking for a reading, you could send your payment, okay, to my Cash App account. It's in the little ticker. Hold on, how do I make the banner like? How do I? How do I? I don't know. It's in the little tick. It's $20. Just keep in mind that these are one question readings. They're very short, very quick. They're not like the personal readings that I do on Zoom, okay? Um, how do I make that not move? Like I just want it stationary. You see the ticker moving on the bottom? Yeah. I don't know how to do that. How do I get it not to move? If you need it in depth, Rashida, I would suggest you to book a personal reading with me. Yeah, because this is not going to be in depth. These are like really quick, really fast. That's why they're $20. Yeah, they're kind of like 411 to your situation, basically. Yeah, I don't have Zoom though. You don't have Zoom, then I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Download Zoom. Yeah, it's very easy to set up. Yeah, so yeah. Did you send your payment, Iverel? Oh, thank you, Ru. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing one question readings for $20. I'm taking only Cash App. If you guys are looking for a more in-depth personal reading with me, Um, book a personal reading, okay? Um, hold on one sec. I hope people join. I kind of like you could send payment to my Cash App account. It's on the ticker on the bottom, you guys, okay? I don't know how to not make that move. I just kind of like want it in the box. How do I turn that into just a box? Ticker. I don't know. Do I edit it? Do I write it? Scroll across. Oh, that. Hold on one sec. Maybe that like that. Oh, there we go. Hi, Tori. Um. Okay, I should put that. If there's anyone looking for a more in-depth personal reading with me to book, if you are looking for a more in-depth personal reading, book on my website. What is my website? I'm just kind of trying to hold on one sec. Gary's. Just keep in mind that these are really quick messages, okay, you guys? They're not like the in-depth readings that I do on Zoom. And also pre-recorded because you could do a book a pre-recorded option also. Okay. Oh no, that's not gonna fit. But yeah, if you guys are looking for a more in-depth personal reading, you guys, just book it with me on my website. I'm confusing myself right now. Okay, hold on one sec. Okay, let's see. Okay, someone here sent me payment. So you guys, I'm gonna timestamp the readings, okay? I'm gonna timestamp the readings for everyone. Just keep in mind that these messages are like quick, like no more than 5 minutes, I think. Maybe 3 to 5 minutes. Where is that? Where the hell's my Cash App? Why can't I find you? Okay, there we go. Miriam, I'm not taking PayPal. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna send that money back to you because the only reason why I'm not taking it is because it kind of like it makes the bookkeeping hard for me. But I don't know. Let me just do this and I will hold on one sec. Maybe I'll just do yours. Yeah, I'm only taking Cash App, you guys, and it's only for bookkeeping reasons. Okay? Hold on one sec. Let me just see what's going on here. So Rashida, what is your question? Oops. Rashida. Rashida is at I'm gonna do yeah, ask your question, Rashida. What's your question? Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna have you post your question up and then okay, let's see. So Rashida is at 9. Let's do 925. Does the recent person I was dating hate me? Wow. What messages do we have for Rashida? Does the recent person that Rashida dated hate Rashida? It says Miriam, if you look at the details of the live, I I said I only wrote that I was only taking Cash App, not PayPal. Yeah. Hold on one sec. Let me just get this reading out to Rashida. Okay. 8 of Swords. Um, I don't feel like this person hates you. I feel like this person does respect you, but I feel like this person can't meet you on your level. Okay? So I feel like if anything, there is more resentment than hate. Okay? So we have the Eight of Swords, we have the Hierophant here, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and the Four of Swords. Right now, I feel like there's no communication, but I feel like at some point this might come back around. We also have the Magician here, Gemini, Virgo. And yeah, I feel like this may come back around. The problem is I feel like this person resents you for being where you're at in life right now. I mean, you may be financially doing well, this person may not be. You may have your life together, this person may not be. Okay? I don't feel like this person hates you, but I feel like this person just resents you, if that makes sense. Okay? So with Eight of Swords, we have the Hierophant, we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Swords, and also we have the Ten of Pentacles and the Magician here. Yeah, I see this individual coming in with an apology. Mm, I don't know how this relationship is going to work. If there's resentment here, if there's resentment, the relationship can't really move forward. Like, how can it move forward? How can it grow? How can it evolve? Right. So I feel like that's something that this person has to work through. I feel like you may have to talk to this person about this here. Okay. To be quite honest, I really don't feel like this person's willing to talk or that this person's really willing to like listen here. This person sees themselves as like they see them when they stand next to you, they feel small next to you. There's definitely a resentment here, but they see you as their forever person, though. Okay, but there's resentment that this person has to work through in order for this relationship to work. Okay, so that does it for Rashida. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Let me just take a look at. Okay, wait. Let me see. I think I got the email here from Miriam. Hold on one sec. So we have a mic. So I'm gonna do Miriam, okay? I'm just gonna do yeah, you guys keep in mind I'm only taking cash up. Read the fine print, okay? Yeah, it says it in my thing that I'm only taking cash up. It's I always get that one person that doesn't follow the directions. Hold on one sec. I'm gonna show it to people that I'm not playing around or that I'm joking around or that I'm tricking people. Hold on one sec. I'm gonna go to this one. I'm gonna go to this one. Okay. So I'm gonna go to the details here. Yeah, this is something I have to do all the time, or that. Yeah, you see how to participate. Send payment via Cash App only, right there. Okay. So you guys make sure you guys follow the directions. Yeah, Cash App is the only accepted payment method. It says it right here. Okay. So I'm just gonna do this one PayPal one, but make sure you guys follow the directions because the only reason why I take one form of payment is because it streamlines my bookkeeping much easier. Okay, it makes it easier for me. Oh, hold on one sec. So why don't I do Miriam and then I will do Mike? Okay, so Miriam here. Marion, not Miriam. Marion. Hold on one sec. Let me just take a look at the email here. One second here. So, uh, so Marion. No, I don't take super chat. Yeah, I don't take super chat. I only take Cash App. So I don't know what to do. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Yeah, I'm not taking super chats. Okay, because super chat takes like a fee. YouTube takes a huge cut. So if you're looking for a reading, it's either Cash App or you book a personal reading with me. Yeah. Okay. So Marion, the question is, will I meet my heart's desire this year? Okay. Just keep in mind if you know, even though these are just really quick, short messages. Okay. Okay. So what messages do we have here for? Marion. Will Marion meet her heart desires this year? Um, yeah, follow the rules, you guys. Okay? It's also a boundary too. Yeah. 10 of Pentacles, that's a yes. With the Page of Pentacles, this person could be an earth sign. Yeah, with the Page of Pentacles here, will you meet your heart's desires? Yes. I'm also getting that, if you're looking for a job, looking for a promotion or a raise, you may be getting that too. The World. Excuse me. The Hermit. Five of Swords. I feel like the only way that you could meet this person is that you work through something on yourself here. Okay? I don't know. I feel like with the World card here, there's something that's not finished here, or that there's something that's not closed out. To be quite honest here, I don't know if this is you or this is somebody else. Someone here does not want this relationship to close out. Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Page of Pentacles and Ten of Pentacles. We have the World card here, Virgo energy. And also we have the Two of Swords here and the Five of Swords. Someone here does not want this relationship to close out. There's a recent relationship that you dealt with here where I feel like someone here does not want this connection to end. Now, this could be either be you or that this could be someone else that you're dealing with here. Let's see. I'm gonna grab two more here. Eight of Pentacles and the Sun. I feel like I feel like one of the things that's really important for you to do right now is to focus on yourself and focus on your happiness right now. Focus on your money. It will happen in the right timing, but I feel like there needs to be a strong focus on you and also closing out on a cycle here. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Five of Pentacles. I hope that you're not wanting a relationship because you're feeling lonely. Because that's not how you attract a relationship. There's a difference in feeling lonely or being alone, right? Being alone is kind of like, okay, you're steadfast in your life, you're good on your own, you don't need anyone to make you happy. But if you're feeling lonely, that's a different story, right? So I hope that this was helpful, Marion. Okay. Okay, so that does it for Marion. Moving on to who am I doing now? Let's see. Well, let me just go back to Cash App. Cash App. Cash App. Where's my Cash App? Okay. Um. Okay. So Mike. I'm just gonna put Mike. Mike wants to know, is the woman that I'm seeing exclusively named Erica? Is she seeing somebody else? Okay. You're welcome, Marion. Okay. So Mike. So Mike is at. Let's do. I don't know. 19. Okay. So tell me about this woman, Erica. Is Erica seeing someone else? 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 No, Rashida, you have to book it for my next available appointments. Okay, I'm not doing Zoom calls tonight. I mean, it's like 8 o'clock. By the time I get off here, it will be 10 o'clock. So, all right. So, Mike, what messages do we have for Mike regarding Erica? Is Erica seeing someone else? 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 Is Erica seeing somebody else? Okay, so Star card, the Death card, the Hangman, Knight of Pentacles. I don't feel like she's seen anybody else. To be quite honest, this woman doesn't really have anything to offer. The camera's right there. So the Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups here. I feel like she does care about you. She seems emotionally closed off here. Are you a fire sign? Who's this King of Wands? Um, Four of Wands. She's entangled in something. Uh, so I feel like a relationship ended for her recently. Okay. But I feel like right now in this very moment here, she's seeking out, attention, or that she's trying to kind of like move past what has happened here, but she's not over the other person. Yeah, she's not over the other person. She hasn't let the other person go. There's somebody else here. Yeah, there was an ending of some sort where I feel like she thought that this person was her happily ever after. Okay. And with the Hangman here, Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, King of Wands, and the Four of Wands, she hasn't let go of somebody yet. So is she actively seeing someone? No, she's not over someone, basically. Okay. Oh, you're both in Aries. Okay. Why do I feel like there's another energy in the picture? Let's see what else we have. I'm just gonna pull. We have the Queen of Cups. Here's the funny thing here. I feel like even though she may not be over an old relationship, I feel like her focus is on you right now. I feel like I don't know, I feel like she's kinda caught up in a fantasy here. I feel like she sees you as his divine counterpart, okay? Um, let's see. We have the Chariot, and also she's not over something yet. Yeah, I keep getting that from her. She's not over someone, over something, okay? So I'm coughing. I have a little cough, I'm sorry. But I don't think she's actively seeing anybody else, but she's not over someone, okay? So that's Mike. Okay, so next we have Jat 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 Jatuan. Hold on one sec, Jatuan. Jatuan. Let me see. What Jatuan, what is your question? Yeah, I'm still taking one question readings. So you could send your payments to Cash App. Okay, I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Jatuan? Is that how you say it? Jatuan. Jatuan is 2335. Okay, so what messages do we have for Jatuan? Will the Gemini try and reconcile with Jatuan? Will the Gemini try and reconcile with Jatuan? So you guys also, just a quick note, if you guys are looking for an astrology chart reading, my sister does them, okay? If you guys are looking for astrology chart reading, the link is in the description box below to book with her. She will be launching her channel soon, okay? So this is kind of like a little bit of a preview before the prices bump up. Right now, she's offering chart readings for $75. Just keep in mind that's a huge deal. Typically, chart readings run around 300 to $400, okay? So, yeah. So, that's fun. Should so will this Gemini try and reconcile with Jetson? The Justice card, Libra energy? No, I don't think so. Yeah, it's kind of like leaning towards maybe no. Okay. We have the Justice card here and the Five of Pentacles. I don't think so. I don't think he's ready to take responsibility for his actions right now. We have the Ten of Cups here, and also, yeah, he's like trying to move past this relationship. Okay, he's trying to move away from it. All right. Even though he's trying to move away from it, there's kind of like a still a bit of a stuck energy where he is having a hard time moving on from it, but he's trying to move on. Okay. Seven of Cups. He's really confused. Why is this Wheel of Fortune here with a Knight of Pentacles? I mean, if he were to come back around, it's going to take some time. I don't think it's going to happen that soon. Right now is maybe no, but he's trying to move away from this. He's a very defensive person, by the way, with the Sun of Wands here. I don't feel like, even if you try to work things out here with him, I really don't feel like it's going to go anywhere. Okay. So we have the Ten of Cups here. We have the Seven of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So I hope that was helpful. Fortune. Thank you. Guys, I'm taking one question readings for $20. And what else? You guys, well, like I said, my sister is running a sale or a discount on her chart readings for $75. So if you guys are interested for 1 hour, all the details to book a chart reading with my sister is in the description box below. Okay. Connie, no, I don't have a picture on my Cash App account. Oh yeah, I do have a picture on my Cash App account. Yeah, it's me. Anybody else looking for a one question reading? Send your payment. Let me just check over here. Okay. Oh shoot. Okay, Jarrell. Who's Taylor? Who's Taylor Curry Diamond? And also, oh, that's Green-Eyed Devil. Okay. Who's coming towards me? Okay. So I'm just gonna put Taylor. Okay, who's coming toward Taylor? Who's coming towards Taylor? Who's coming towards Taylor? Who's coming towards Taylor? Who is coming towards Taylor? Who's coming towards Taylor? Oops. The Queen of Wands, Aries goes Sag. Oops. Temperance. Ten of Pentacles. I don't feel like there's anyone coming towards you right now. If anything, I feel like you are focused on your healing. I feel like, there's a lot of guides and a lot of guides and your angels and your ancestors surrounding you, supporting you right now. I feel like what's coming towards you is financial abundance, peace, happiness. Yeah, just really trusting the process here. Okay. Excuse me. So we have the Queen of Wands here and Temperance Sagittarius energy, and then we have the Nine of Pentacles here and the Ten of Pentacles. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, thank you, Tinas. It could be just very general, Janet, or it could, yeah, it really depends on you. It doesn't matter. Well, the Page of Swords. I mean, there could be someone here that's trying to reach out to you, someone in social media or something like that. And this person could be spying and you try to gather information, but this individual is keeping their feelings or their intentions to they're keeping it to themselves, basically. Could be air sign here, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, okay? But, I feel like there's a lot of self-focused energy right now, or that you're learning to trust your intuition more, okay? Um, it could be that your intuition is really heightened at this time, and that you're learning to trust your intuition more, okay? I forgot to put your timestamp. I think I'm just gonna put maybe 27:30. I don't know. So I hope that was helpful, Taylor. Okay. You're welcome. Let's see. So Albert. Okay. I think I'm guessing that Jorel Blue is Albert. Is that who I'm doing here? Okay. So I'm just gonna put Albert. Okay, Albert. Albert is 30. Let's do 30/50. Okay. So does my ex think about me romantically anymore? Okay. Does Albert's ex think about Albert romantically anymore? Does Albert's ex think about Albert romantically anymore? What messages do we have for Albert? Does Albert's ex think about Albert romantically anymore? We have the Page of Pentacles. With the Six of Wands. I feel like your ex still finds you very, very, very attractive, like sexually attractive. I would not be surprised if she or he, gets aroused just by thinking about you. Okay. So we have the Page of Pentacles here and the Six of Wands. I feel like if anything, I feel like your ex thinks about you in a very sexual way. Like if she were to reach out or if he were to reach out, it would be more like, hey, like I'm reaching out for a booty call. Okay. So let's see. So we have the Ten of Pentacles here and the Judgment cards. Your ex feels like this connection is over and that she may be trying to seek out some sort of closure on her own here. But I would say that, hey, she's just very sexually attracted to you still. Okay. But I feel like, with the Ten of Pentacles here, I don't feel like she feels like this could come back together again. Okay. So I mean, if she keeps messaging you and stuff like that, she may be messaging. I don't know, but it's more on a sexual level. It's not to like get back together or anything like that. It's more so for like sexy time, booty call. The Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, she's emotionally checked out of the relationship. I feel like her the way she feels about you is different now, like when it comes to love or something like that, but there's still sexual attraction here, okay? So the Nine of Pentacles, Virgo energy, pre-Empress energy, and the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I don't know. She's at a crossroads in her life. I feel like she doesn't really know what she wants. Okay. So I get that energy, but I don't respond. She left me and I glowed up. Oh, good for you, Albert. Yeah. I'm glad that was helpful, green-eyed devil. Okay, hold on one sec. Let me check to see. Okay, so Connie. Connie, what is your question? Oh, you're welcome, Albert. So anyone looking for a one question reading, send your payment. I'm still taking readings, okay? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for supporting my channel. For those of you guys that joined my channel memberships, you guys are amazing. Okay, so Connie here is Connie is like 34. 34, let's do 34/20. Want to know if me and Mark are getting back together in this relationship. Um, let's see. I heard Spirit say no. What messages do we have for Connie regarding Mark? Will they be getting back together? Will they be getting back together? Will they be getting back together? No. We have the Magician, Gemini, Virgo. Okay. That is interesting. The Five of Pentacles came out and then jumps back in. Two of Wands in the reverse. There's a lack of vision here. I don't know. I feel like there's something that's just not going to work out, and I feel like you're beating a dead horse. That's what I'm getting here. with the Magician, Gemini, Virgo, and the Two of Wands in the reverse. I'm getting kind of like Spirit is kind of like frustrated with you. It's kind of like I feel like Spirit's like, okay, when is Connie gonna get it? When is Connie gonna understand that there's no future with this person? Yeah, because you have the Two of Wands in the reverse. Give me four more. The Four of Swords. The Four of Swords. I don't know how to take this though. Yo, your ancestors, your guys are really frustrated with you. You're stubborn. Yeah, I'm hearing like enough with the shit. Like enough with the circus here. I don't even know how to take this Four of Swords. It came out like sideways. It's almost like an energy of like I cannot disengage, but I want to continue the connection. You're codependent. You're very dependent on him for your happiness. You have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. You got to work on your codependency. Yeah. It's almost like I feel like the answers are right in front of you, but you don't want to accept it. Yeah. You got to wake up and smell the coffee here, Connie. Yeah. I don't think this I feel like you asked about this question quite a few times. And I remember I gave you a free reading and I feel like all roads are leading towards that this is not going to work out, but like I said, I feel like there's an energy of like beating a dead horse. Yeah. With the Hierophant here. The Page of Pentacles. I don't see anything about relationships coming back together here. Oh, we have the Ten of Cups on the bottom of the deck. With the Hierophant, with the Page of Pentacles, and then we have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse here. You gotta let this go. Yeah, you have to let you have to let that idea of whatever pretty picture that he painted for you, whatever you have planned with him, it's just not happening. At this point, you're like disrespecting yourself. Yeah, with the Hierophant here. You're expecting too much from someone that can't give to you. You gotta know your worth. Yeah, you gotta know your worth. Um, but I don't see this coming back together. Yeah, I don't see this coming. Yeah, I'm just getting like like Spirit is just really frustrated with you. Um, yeah, they don't know what to say or they don't know what to do at this point because I feel like you're kind of circling the drain. You're doing the same thing over and over again. You're trying to expect different results, but it's just not really happening, right? So, yeah, I definitely, I definitely see. Yes. Okay. Yeah, Connie, I feel like you need to work on yourself, work on your codependency. I mean, we all have healing work to do, but you can't expect someone to grow with you when, they're not growing themselves. Yeah. And I also feel like, not that you're not growing, you're on your own path, but this individual that you're dealing with here is basically blocking you and stagnating your own energy. It's like a game with this person. And you're playing the game, and you're kind of like falling in that. And so if he lies to you, so why would you keep that person in your life? Like it really comes down to integrity and dignity. If this person doesn't have integrity and dignity, and you surround yourself with that person, you got to ask yourself, do you have that for yourself? Yeah, because you have to see you have to also see it in the way that when it comes to romantic relationships, you know this person acts as a direct mirror to you. This person's but basically reflecting right back at you what you may be lacking, what you need to heal, what you need to work on. Okay. If this person doesn't work on themselves, that's not your problem, right? That's on them. But I feel like for you, there's an opportunity for you to grow and heal and not be caught up in the circus. Yeah. Yeah, I just feel like you've been asking the same questions over and over and over again, but nothing really changes, right? So it's almost like I feel like whatever answers that I'm giving you, you're having a hard time accepting it too. Part of the growth and the healing that we go through in life is accepting things for what it is and taking it for face value, right? So if you can't accept it, we can't grow, we can't heal, we can't really evolve, right? So, I feel like one of the things that's really important is that trust what I'm telling you because the same thing keeps coming up over and over and over again. Not just because you ask it over and over again, it doesn't, the answers may change, but if it's like, 3 or 4 times already, I don't think it's going to change. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. So, Connie, I hope that was helpful. Okay. Okay. So, Janet, Pauline, when you send your payment, try and attach it to the. So I'm going to show you here. Okay. So people are attaching their question to the payments. All right. So if you could do that, that would be great. If you can't do it, then let me know and I'll just call your name out and you could post your question on the chat. Okay. So okay, Connie. Connie is done. All right. And also Janet here. So Janet, you are at 42:15. Will Andre try to come back? 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 What messages do we have for Janet? Will Andre try and come back? Will Andre try and come back? Um, Judgment card came out in the reverse. I would say no. Because if it was an upright, it would be a representation of like, okay, he's coming back, wanting a second chance, wanting to reconcile and stuff like that. But as of right now, I don't feel like it's the right time for it, or it's just the timing's not right. Okay. So we have judgment in the reverse. Let's see what else we have. The Fool card in the reverse. He's a very reckless individual. I feel like Spirit is asking not to be so naive with this person. Don't trust this person so easily. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if you have a tendency to be naive and you just trust what people say. Let people prove to you what their actions, not what their words. Yeah. So we have the judgment card in the reverse. We have the fool card in the reverse. It's a no for me. I don't think there will be a reconciliation here or that he will try and come back. Not right now. Let's see. We have the worlds. We have the King of Cups. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Is he a water sign? For him, I feel like with the World card here and the King of Cups, I don't know. I feel like he may have emotionally checked out. It seems like this has ended for him. Okay. So we have the World card here and the King of Cups. Capricorn. Someone here has water energy in their chart. He may have if he doesn't, he just assumed this water energy here. Knight of Wands, Six of Wands. If he were to ever come back, you can't trust this dude. Yeah. If he were to ever come back, he will come back as an egotistical, non-committal playboy. And he's a liar, liar, pants on fire, basically. Okay? He can't be trusted. Yeah. Spirit is saying no to reconciliation. Yeah. Remember I was saying when someone shows you who they are, believe it. Believe that he's a player. Believe that he's a liar. Believe that he's like an egotistical asshat. Okay. Yeah, just don't trust him. Yeah, he can't be trusted. The Seven of Swords and the Justice card. he's not a trustworthy person. He's emotionally unbalanced. Yeah, I don't I Spears asking you not to take this on. Yeah, both of these came out in the reverse, and they're both major arcanas. Even if he told you that he wanted to reconcile, okay, he's not serious about it. Yeah, he's not serious about it. Okay, so I hope that was helpful, Janet. Oh, so that does it for Janet. Okay, who's next? Um, I don't know if Pauline sent her payment. Hold on one sec. Let me check. You're welcome. Is there anyone else looking for a one question reading? Send your payment. Also, if you guys are interested in a chart reading, my sister does them. Okay. She's charging $75 right now before she launches her website and also her channel. Once she launches it, her prices will increase. So if you guys want a chart reading, it's a huge steal, you guys. Okay. She's a very, very, very talented reader. She has psychic abilities too. So it's just not like reading the chart, but she's also tapping into you psychically to see, kind of like what you could expect, things that you have to work on. I feel like she really focuses on, life's purpose and also karmic stuff too. Okay. So is there anyone else looking for a one question reading? Send your payment. Oh, when you control your emotions is when you control the situation. You're not supposed to make decisions from your feelings. You're supposed to be in charge of them. Mm, yeah, I think that's partially true. In a way. So we have Laura. Okay, Laura, what is your question? I need to get some water, you guys. I'm getting thirsty. Okay, hold on one sec. Let me just grab water really quickly. Okie dokie. So is Laura here? Laura, what is your question? I don't know. I mean, we're not we're not competing each other with psychic abilities. I mean, she has her own technique. I have my own technique. I have my own process. She has her own process. I don't know. But when it comes, I don't know. The thing is, like, I could see spirits. She can't see them. She could feel them. Yeah. Will Robert and I reconcile? Okay. So 48. Okay, let's do 49. Just kidding. 4905. Okay. Will Laura and Robert reconcile? 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 Huh? Oh, Eight of Wands. That's a representation of communication coming in. Five of Wands. There's angry communication. I don't think this is going to go really well. Yeah, so we have the Eight of Wands, the Five of Wands. with the Queen of to be quite honest here, Laura, I feel like you may have emotionally checked out from this relationship already. Look, you have your back turned away from the chaos and the anger here. I don't feel like this is something that you really want to consider taking on again. Yeah. So, Page of Swords, yeah, he will reach out to you. He will spy on you. He will like your social media posts to get a reaction out of you. But if anything, I feel like this is going to piss you off. We have the Sun card, Page of Pentacles. It seems like he will come back around. Will you reconcile? I don't really see a reconciliation. I'm seeing communication here. I'm seeing you getting frustrated with him. Yeah, because he's not really sharing with you, or he's not being transparent with you. Okay, he may he's a very being cagey and very dodgy here. I don't know why I'm getting this, but I feel like he has a hard time speaking, communicating. I see communication. I see angry communication. Okay. I'm not seeing a reconciliation, but I'm seeing some sort of communication or seeing some sort of, I don't know, social media interaction continuing. Okay. So we have the Eight of Wands and the Five of Wands. We have the Queen of Cups, the Page of Swords, and also we have the Sun card and the Page of Pentacles. Okay. So that does it for Laura. Is there anyone else? I'm an Aquarius moon. It's easy for me to be fuck my feelings. Yeah. I mean, anyone that has Aquarius in their charts, when it comes to feelings, they could switch that off very, very, very easily. Oh, yeah. No, just Cash App. Yeah. The only reason why I do one form of payment, it's just it streamlines my bookkeeping. Yeah, that's the only reason. Is there anyone else looking for a one question reading? You could send your payments. I'm still taking questions, you guys. Everyone's having a good Friday night. Let's see. I have a personal question. Just curious to know more about your thought process because you do this. Do you ever keep I don't really keep tabs of about this. But if I were to answer your question, how many people seek external validation more than internal growth? I feel like the majority of the people that come to me for personal readings is always seeking some sort of external validation. Okay. Very rarely get readings where people are going within. Like, you know, what can I do to improve myself? What do I need to work on? What do I need to release? What lessons do I need to learn? What messages does my guides and my angels and my ancestors have for me? Do I need to cut karmic ties? Rarely, very rarely I get readings like that, but a lot of people definitely that come to me are looking for only external validation. It is really sad. It is. Yeah. People don't look within. A lot of people don't look within because I feel like a lot of people have a tendency to avoid because looking within is not easy. Yeah, looking within is uncomfortable. Looking within is hard. So, a lot of people have a tendency to just avoid. Yeah, and not really look within and really sit with themselves and figure out, how they can be a better version of themselves. Yeah. So, yeah, I to be quite honest, I would say 90% of the readings that I do are regarding external validation, not going within. Yeah. People are asking about, this person, that person, asking about their work life, asking about, just things outside of themselves when they're not starting with them. We're not where they're not starting within themselves first, right? Anything that you do in life, starts with you. It doesn't start with the outside, right? So, yeah, I would say it's very rarely that I get a reading where someone's asking questions that go within. Yeah. So very rarely, very rarely. It's just that I feel like it just has a lot to do with like the programming of how people grew up, how people operate, kind of like following the herd, following the sheeps and the herd and stuff like that, right? And just a lot of people don't really truly beat to their own drum. Yeah, people are like just following the crowd. When people say that they beat to their own drum, do they really beat to their own drum? No. Sometimes I do have a tendency myself to follow the crowd because that's what humans beings do. We're that packed, kind of like that packed mentality, right? So it's something that everyone needs to work on. Okay, I mean we seek validation on the outside. We want to have connections, right? But the only way that we can have deep connections with others is having that deep connection within ourselves, right? So a lot of people don't really have difficulties in sitting with themselves because it's so uncomfortable. Yeah. Um, and one example, like I know people that they can't sit in silence. There's always background noise, whether it's the TV, whether it's the computer that's on, whether it's music. They just cannot sit in a quiet space with their own thoughts, their own emotions, because it's so uncomfortable for them. Okay, these are individuals that were never really taught to be able to self-regulate. Yeah, their own emotions because they grew up in a chaotic household. Okay, but yeah, I would say at least 90% of the readings are all external instead of internal. Yeah, generational trauma. Yeah, all that. Yeah, all that. People avoid it. People do avoid it. Yeah, people are prisoners of their own traumas. Yeah, they just have a hard time basically letting it go. People have a hard time letting go, basically. Yeah, that is also a problem. People kinda, like, wear that, pain and that hurt, and they play the victim, like they wear it like a badge. Yeah. So okay. Okay, I gotta read these comments. Hold on one sec. Uh, Khadija? Yeah, yeah, you could send your payment. Yeah. You guys, I'm still taking one question readings, okay? You could send your payment in Cash App. It's such a human quality. Yeah, it is a human quality. But we need to break out of the matrix. I feel like a lot of people are just caught up in the matrix and people just, seek out external validation or that people, numb themselves with like, alcohol or smoking weed or smoking cigarettes or doing drugs and stuff like that or just watching porn. But people need to really deal with themselves and really look within. Yeah. Hi, Pretty P. What are your thoughts about asteroid placements? I recently looked into it and it blew my mind. I never really explored it. So if you could enlighten me and tell me all about it, that'll be great. I'll do my own research too. But tell me about it, DH. Yeah? Okay. Hold on one sec. Yeah, I am still accepting payments. Cash App only, okay? It it doesn't help, Janet, if you really think about it, because external validation is just a Band-Aid. It's not a long-term solution, because the external validation only provides temporary relief. It soothes you temporarily. But if you could find those tools that kinda like, that's gives you that solution, that you're not looking for external validation all the time, you know, that's the best solution, right? So, yeah, unfortunately, external validation is only a temporary solution. Yeah, it just doesn't really, it doesn't help you in the long run. And I always say, like, when you avoid and you look towards these external validations, when you run, it's easy to run, it's easy to avoid, but it makes your tomorrow harder. Yeah. Like in the moment, like just you run away. Okay, it's easy. Yeah, it's easy to run, but it will always catch up to you until you deal with it. Yeah. And a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, the way that it catches up to you, it catches up to you when you're in your romantic relationship with your person. Yeah. That is how it catches up to you. That's why everyone has relationship problems. I have relationship problems. Like I'm dealing with my own stuff with my partner. Yeah. So, we're in couples therapy right now. We're trying to work through our stuff. We're triggering the crap out of each other right now. We took some space from each other, you know. So, we're still together, but we're triggering the crap out of each other where we have not dealt with our own father wounding. Like I have a father wounding. He has a father wounding. Okay. While I was in Israel, we triggered the crap out of each other. When it comes to that father wounding, and now we're trying to work through that. Okay. So we've been in couples therapy for what? I don't know, for a couple of months already. Yeah. So, but yeah, hold on one sec. Let me just get to these readings, but we'll talk more, you guys. I kind of like having these types of conversations because a lot of times people avoid these conversations because it's so uncomfortable. Yeah. And just keep in mind, anything that makes you uncomfortable is teaching you something that you are not learning or that you haven't learned yet. Okay. So just keep in mind, external validation does not provide long term solutions when it comes to relief. Yeah. Okay. It's just a band-aid. Just a band-aid. Okay. So we have Pauline here. Okay, Pauline, I think I saw your question somewhere. Hold on one sec. Pauline, I saw your question somewhere. Is Mary truly going to is Mary truly going to love her husband and fix her marriage to T, or will he and I end up happily together? Okay, hold on one sec. I'm just gonna put Pauline here. That is a very wordy question. I'm gonna do my best, okay? Okay. So tell me about, is Mary this I'm not gonna lie, Pauline, this deserves like a more in-depth reading. But I'm gonna see if you and T will end up together. Okay? Because it's almost like a three-parter question in one question. Okay? Does that sound like a deal? Because if I pull cards, if you guys will end up together, I feel like other things will come up. Okay? So will T okay. Will T and Pauline end up together? Will T and Pauline? Yeah, if you're looking for a more in-depth personal reading, I would book a personal reading because I feel like that's more of an in-depth personal reading. Okay? Not like a 5-minute reading. Yeah, that's a lot. Let's see. Will T and Pauline end up together? Will T and Pauline end up together? Wheel of Fortune, Page of Swords. You're gonna be waiting around for a while. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen right now. Don't put all your eggs into one basket. Yeah. Don't bank on this T guy ending the relationship with this married person. I don't think that's gonna happen. Yeah. Even if they were unhappy, I feel like these 2 individuals here are just gonna stay together, okay? For now. I don't see them separating, to be quite honest, okay? I don't see him ending up with you right now, okay? Yeah, Ace of Wands in the reverse, I don't think that's gonna happen. Yeah, I feel like the best thing that you could do right now for yourself is to focus on yourself and focus on your peace, okay? I mean, just getting caught up in the situation is a complete circus. You're wasting your time, okay? You're hurting yourself while you're in the situation, and also you're torturing yourself. Yeah, by waiting around for a possibility that the person is going to leave married to be with you. I mean, if he really wanted to be with you, I think he would already left. And also keep in mind, if he were to leave married and just come to you immediately, just keep in mind that he is bringing in all that baggage from that relationship into the relationship with you. Okay. So anything that's unresolved in that relationship will show up in your relationship. Okay. So you also have to keep that in mind. Okay. And also keep in mind, you're already kind of like the other person, you know, and you also have to factor in that this is already setting a tone of what your relationship is going to be like because he hasn't really fully cut ties with the other person. And you're the other person that's kind of like, on the sidelines. I don't know if you're trying to like, break them up or anything. I don't think you are. But this is karma that you don't need to take on. Okay. By getting involved in their situation, by being that outside person that's meddling in their energy. Not that I'm saying you are, but you're present in their energy field. Does that make sense? Yeah, you don't want any a part of it, okay? Because if you stay in it, you will accrue karma for yourself that does not belong to you. Let them work this out on their own without you being in the picture. Absolve yourself from the situation, okay? You don't want that. Yeah. Because the wheel of fortune is what goes around comes around. Okay, you don't want to be meddling. Yeah, you don't want to be meddling. You don't want to be a meddler. Even though you're not meddling, you're energetically in that situation. Okay, so I hope that was helpful, Pauline. Okay. Um. Okay. Let's see. So I'm done with Pauline here. Pauline is done. Likey likey. Moving on to how do you say this name? Khadija? Khadija. Okay. Khadija is at Khadija. So 108. Let's do 108.15. So Khadija wants to know will my ex-boyfriend of 1 year come back after leaving me? Okay. You're welcome, Pauline. Yeah, don't get yourself caught up in these types of I don't know why people get themselves I don't know why people get themselves caught up in these types of situations. It's not healthy for your soul. Yeah. It's not healthy for you karmically too. I don't know. People just, I don't know. Okay. So will Khadijah's ex-boyfriend for 1 year come back after leaving? What messages do we have for Khadijah regarding her ex-boyfriend of 1 year? Will he come back after leaving Khadijah? Okay. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Ni- I feel like by the time he comes back, I feel like you don't want him anymore. Yeah. You're kind of like with the Queen of Wands, you're like telling him to fuck off. Yeah. Yeah, he will. He will. But yeah, with the Queen of Wands, you're kind of like giving him the double bird and you're like telling him to screw himself or something like that. Yeah. Um, with the lovers here, we also have the yeah. I feel like out of self love and out of self respect for yourself, I feel like you're just gonna really just if let's say if you at some point make this decision that oh I've waited too long, I have self respect for myself. I'm not gonna wait around for somebody. I just feel like by the time he comes back, it's just gonna be too late. Yeah. Okay, so with the lovers, out of self-love, out of self-respect for yourself, I just feel like you're just not gonna wait for this person. Okay, the lovers with the Nine of Pentacles. We also have the Two of Cups, the Five of Swords. He will try and win you back. He will. But I see you I see you distancing yourself from him with the Hermit, Virgo energy. Yeah, by the time he comes back, I don't think you want him. Yeah, yeah, I feel like you're telling me to fuck off, screw you, I'm done with you. Okay? So that does it for Khadijah. Okay, who's next? So we have Andrea. Okay, so let's see. I got a scratch. Okay, Andrea here. Andrea. Oh shit. Andrea, 110. Let's do 55. Andrea wants to know Virgo's current feelings towards Andrea. Current feelings and mixed moods. Tell me about this Virgo's feelings and mixed moods. Tell me about this Virgo's feelings and mixed moods towards Andrea. Like, why is this not? Okay, there we go. With the World card. So I feel like this Virgo has unfinished business here with you because the World card came out in the reverse. Okay. What else do we have? The King of Swords. He's definitely making plans to reach out to you. Yeah, he has plans, reaching out, wanting to talk to you, wanting to speak with you, wanting to get things off, his chest. I feel like he's trying to come in fair. Yeah, I feel like he's trying to come in with honesty here. Okay. King of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini with the Hermit Virgo energy. What else? You know, if he does come back around, I don't feel like he's gonna stick around for a very long time. He's gonna walk away again. If he walked away from you, okay, but if you broke up with him, he will try and come back and speak with you, but it's kinda like it's not really sitting well with him in a way where I feel let's say if you left him, right? Um, he's gonna be scared that you will leave him, so he's gonna leave you before you leave him. I don't see yeah, I don't see, him really wanting to he's telling you that he wants to work things out, but he's gonna keep his distance from you. It's gonna end again. Yeah, I feel like he's gonna walk away at some point. With the Eight of Cups here and the Emperor. Now, either you could be walking into another relationship where, another person could be coming into your life, perhaps in 2026, like in the spring, where this person could be more mature, or that you're waiting for this person to mature. He's gonna try and come back. But I feel like with the Nine of Pentacles here, I don't know. I feel like you're better off without this person. I feel like you're better off single here. Is he with a third party right now? I don't think he's really having fun with a third party. They're fighting a lot if there's a third party here. But yeah, he will try and come back, but he's not going to stick around for long. Okay? So that's a four. Andrea. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to read my comments. Your patience and tolerance is golden. I would say I'm pretty patient. I have a Taurus moon, also Taurus Mars. I gotta check that out, DH. Thank you for sharing that with me. Okay, is there anyone else looking for a one question reading? Let me just take a look. So I did, okay. Bum, bum, bum. So I'm gonna, all the ones that I do, I just kind of like it. Okay, terrific. Okay, is there anybody else looking for a one question reading? Is there anyone else that wants to chit chat? You guys, I'm marketing my sister. My sister is about to launch her website, her channel soon. Okay. She does astrology chart readings. She's going to do them for $75. But once she launches, the prices won't increase. Just keep in mind, I've gotten chart readings myself, and usually chart readings, are around $350. She's only charging $75. Okay. So if you guys are looking for a chart reading, the details to book with her is in the description box below. Okay. So I already answered your question, Laura. Yeah, take your time, Glenify? No, Glenify? I'm curious. I'm observing you tracking your reading patterns. When you read these energies, do these patterns lay out in front of you before? Yeah, that could happen. Sometimes I could get impressions before even I pull the cards. Yeah. But a lot of times I don't really need the cards, they're just a prop, but I could tap into energies where I'm actually doing automatic writing. I was just doing it just a few days ago because I was tapping into this energy of my partner's friend that passed away. And this is what I wrote. Yeah, this is like automatic writing from the spirits that come through for me. Like, so yeah, there's a lot of it. Okay. So I just a lot of times I automatically write. Okay. And it's so interesting because what I wrote here regarding this friend's passing, this is all validation for my partner that, oh my God, this is like my friend. Yeah. So a lot of this is automatic writing from spirit. Yeah. So sometimes when I do readings, I do have a notepad in front of me. Sometimes I'm writing in front of me. Sometimes I'm doodling or something like that, or like, yeah. But yeah, sometimes I get impressions even before the questions or even before I meet the person online. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, sometimes it even shows up before. Yeah, it even shows up before the cards come out. Yeah. Hold on one sec. I'm just gonna take a look and see. Okay. Uh, Hold on one sec. I'm just checking something here. Hey, Laura, I already did your reading already. Are you trying to get another question, Laura? I'm all the clears. Yeah, I'm all the clears. It's I don't even know how it started. I don't know if started as I don't no, I started seeing vision. So I think as a young kid, I started with clairvoyance because I was seeing a lot of stuff. But as I grew older, I became more clear audience and also clear sentient. But yeah, I'm all the clears. Okay. I already did your question already, Laura. Yeah, I already did your question. I did it like a while ago. Yeah. I mean, I think if you're looking back to go and watch your reading, your timestamp is 49:05. Yeah, I already did that already, Laura. Yeah, I already did it. Sure. Let me just see. Laura, your reading is I don't know if you could go back to it. Yeah, reading is at 49:05. Yeah, I did it a while ago. Okay. Okay, pretty hold on one sec. Pretty P, what is your question? Oh, energy read for Pretty P. Okay, hold on one sec. Where's my pen? Is Laura not reading the chat or listening? Laura, I already did your reading. Your reading is at 49:05. Yeah, I already did it already. I think Laura might be lagging behind. Okay. Let's give it like a few minutes then. Okay. So pretty P. Okay. So 121. Let's do oh 08. So what messages do we have here for pretty P? What messages do we have for pretty P? Energy reading for pretty P. Oh, we have the Nine of Swords. You're dealing with a lot of stress and anxiety right now here with the Nine of Swords. You may be having a hard time sleeping. I feel like this has been going on for quite a while. I don't know if you've been having a hard time sleeping for the last month or something like that, but I feel like you're dealing with a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety right now. Okay, let's see. The Ten of Wands, you're feeling very overwhelmed. You're dealing with a lot of burdens. You're dealing with a lot of responsibilities right now. I just feel like I feel like it's just a lot of mental heavy energy that is just weighing on you right now. Yeah, a lot of this is unresolved. It's kinda, like, all up in the air. Yeah, it's all up in the air. Let's see. Oh, I'm so sorry, Pretty P. Let's see. We have I'm sorry to hear about your loss. Yeah, we had the Three of Swords here. You're dealing with heartbreak here. You're dealing with loss. We had the Three of Swords. The Devil. I feel like you're not really doing well. I mean, I feel like you're holding it together and stuff like that. Because we have the Devil card here. I'm a little concerned, for you because I don't know if you're dealing with depression and stuff like that, okay? Because when I see the Devil card and Nine of Swords, this to me is a representation that this is like a mental health situation. Yeah. So, if you're dealing with something like this, I think you're in therapy, right? I think you might be in therapy if I recall, because I think the last time I spoke to you, I think you are, okay? I feel like whatever you're going through, continue the therapy. Yeah, this is all this heavy mental energy that you have to work through. Also the emotional component of this too. So we have the Three of Swords, we have the Devil card, with the four, yeah. I feel like your heart is really broken right now. Yeah. Your heart is really broken right now. Oh, wow. The World card. Yeah, you're dealing with a lot of grief here. You're dealing with a lot of sadness right now. I feel like it's kind of like an energy. Oh my gosh, this is hard. This is really difficult. I really want this to be over. Okay. But I feel like, I mean, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, Gary's, it's going to be a while. But I feel like by next summer, you're going to be feeling better. Okay. You're going to be feeling better. Um, did someone here I mean, I hate to talk about your grandmother's passing. Maybe it's not the time to talk about it, but I feel like it was really sudden. I feel like something has to do with the heart here. I don't know if someone here slept or something like that, and also they didn't wake up. Okay. But I feel like I just feel like you're just going through a lot. Yeah, that's all I could say. I'm in therapy, I'm not depressed, just it's a lot. That's understandable. That's understandable. I'm sorry, Pretty P. Yeah, I'm sorry. I hope that was helpful. Okay. Mm, how do you say your name? Glenify? Oh, that's your psychic powers coming through. Yeah, it's almost like I feel like maybe that was like a foreshadow. Glenny. Okay. Okay, so Glenny. Okay, let's see Glenny here. Glenny is at 125. Let's do 40. Let's do 50. So, oh, I'm so sorry, Pretty P. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, so Glenny, I have been obsessed with one of my bosses. I really like him. I think he likes me, but he had not made a move. Lots of flirting, but no move. Does he like me? You're welcome, Pretty P. Yeah, feel free to book a reading with me whenever you're ready, okay? Just take your time, take care of yourself first, okay? Tell me about Glenny's boss. Does Glenny's boss like Glenny? Okay. Yeah, 9 of Cups, I would say yes. Okay. I do feel like this boss does have feelings here for you with the 9 of Cups here. Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Let's see what else we have. 9 of Swords. Okay. He's really stressed out about making a move. He's hoping that you will make the move first. Okay? He's hoping that you will make the move so that he doesn't make the move. But I feel like the more that you don't make the move, he may approach you just like kind of like impulsively. Yeah, he just might maybe blurt something out or something like that, or say something that he didn't mean to say, but then he said it anyway, or he says it anyway. But he's waiting for you to make the first move. Yeah, he's waiting for you to make the first move here. He's not the type to make the first move. He may be very flirty with you, or that he may come off really confident, but he wants you to make the first move. You should, if you feel like you want to. Yeah, because I feel like if you don't, I mean, you might regret it. Yeah, you may regret it, but I feel like he wants you to make the first move. He does like you. Okay, he does. Okay, he does find you very attractive. He likes talking to you, by the way. He does. I feel like he feels like he has very intellectually stimulating conversations with you. Okay. Yeah, I don't see that happening right now, Glenny. Yeah, because he does want to take action, but with the hangman, he's stagnating himself. Yeah. So I don't think he's gonna take that. I feel like the flirting will continue, but I don't think he's gonna make the first move here. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna make the first move. Okay. Let me just read in the comments, you guys. I get it. I'm bad at it too. My partner says I'm like the worst flirter. Yeah. So yeah, I'm like awkward myself too. Oh, thank you so much, CJ. I really appreciate that. Okay, I think did I get another payment? No. Okay, so Glenny is done. Glenny, boom, boom. Terrific. Is there anyone else looking for a one question reading? Anyone else looking for a one question reading? Ugh. Anyone else looking for a one question reading? Send your payment. Anyone else? Anyone else want to chit chat or something? Talk about stuff? Can you answer a question about a disability claim? No, that has a lot to do with health. I wish my name was Harry. Oh, thank you. Is there anyone else looking for a one question reading to send your payment? How many I lost count. I have that, and then I have another shelf out in the living room. But if I were to guess, I probably have somewhere around like 300, 400 decks. Yeah, big deck energy. That's so funny. I'm trying to find out if I'll get approved or denied. I mean, I could do that as a yes or no question, but I can't really go in depth with it. Yeah. Do you sometimes feel like you have schizo with your abilities? It might come off that way, but no. Yeah. I've had a lot of like my own experiences that were really hard and really difficult. Yeah. So, especially the one that I've been channeling recently with my friend, with my partner's friend that passed away. I don't know. I mean, I'm doing one question readings for $20. I don't know how that would be fair to answer yes or no for 20. Uh, if you are wanting a question, it's $20 for one question, cash out only. Yeah, I could. I could. The best way to decipher the two is to come to a mental space where you're calm, okay? Where your vessel is calm. The only way that you could get to that calm place is through meditation, okay? Is there anyone looking for a one question reading to send your payment? It's so important to meditate. If more people meditated, people would be so tapped into their gifts. Yeah. Because everyone has the ability of intuition, psychic abilities, their own, gifts and stuff like that. If people meditated more, people would be so tapped into themselves and also their gifts. People just don't. Part of meditating is also sitting with your own thoughts and your own discomforts and your own emotions and stuff like that, right? People just can't do it. Yeah. They're scared to. Not that they can't, they don't want to. They can. Is there anybody else looking for a one question reading? Extend your payment. I think I don't know how often I should do these. I think I'm just gonna do these like once a month or something like that. Yeah, I don't really come on live too much. It's not like, uh, I mean, to be quite honest, it's not really one of my top things to do. Yeah, you're welcome, Leo. Mm, mm. Anybody looking for one question reading, it's on your payment. I'm still taking questions, you guys. People want to chit chat, tell me about stuff, ask me question about stuff, do stuff. I don't know. Okay, that's cool. I'm just checking the TikTok videos that I posted today. Hold on one sec. For those guys that don't know, I'm also on TikTok too. It's also Gary's Tarot too. Yeah, if you guys want to follow me on TikTok. Okay. I respect your personal responsibility. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, Gil, are you thinking about your question or something like that? Yeah, I think I'm getting tired, you guys. Huh. I've never dated a woman before. Yeah, but my partner, I've been with him for what? It's almost gonna be 3 years. And we're actually going through kind of like the hardest 6 months of our relationship. Yeah, the hardest. Oh my gosh. Uh, mm, 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 mm. Hopefully, when people start waking up. Let's see. Genevieve. Genevieve, what is your question? I in funding my Cash App now. Hold on. Who's Genevieve? I got payment from a Genevieve. Who's Genevieve Rigoli? What is your question? Genevieve Rigoli. Sorry. Well, okay, so someone here sent me payment and someone is not posting their question. Yeah, V, that's not how it works. I'm probably gonna send her back the money if anything. Yeah. Where is this Genevieve person? Genevieve, what is your question? Yeah, you could send your payment, Gil. Yeah. Or, I mean, you could send yours and they'll do yours first if you send your payment and put your question in. Bye, CJ. Okay, I'm just gonna give it a few minutes. If she doesn't show up, I'm just gonna send her money back. I'm gonna use the stack. No, not gonna do this one. Mm, bump bump. Maybe she is. I don't know. Oh, I just got another one. Okay, so I think this is Gil. Okay, let me do Gil first. Gil for my current project will my current project last till my next job? Okay. So 143.40. Okay. So what messages do we have for Gil? Will Gil's current project last till her next job? Will, will Gil's current project last till her next job? Seven of Cups. Mm, I don't know if you're dealing with a situation right now where there's just a lot of confusion or something like that. The King of Wands here. I don't know if this is your boss, but this person's like really confused. Like, I just feel like whoever this person's scattered. This person does not know how to manage things. I don't know why that's coming through. Maybe it's something that you need to know. Maybe it's something that you already know. I mean, this could be also someone that you maybe romantically used to be linked to, or that you're currently linked to, that's really confused. But this could also be a representation that there's a lot of opportunity coming in for you. Yeah, with the Seven of Cups. Let's see. Unfortunately, I feel like, I feel like the communication that is happening in this situation that you're in right now, it's just not clear. It's like a circus. It's like all over the place. I feel with the Page of Swords, the Five of Pentacles. Do you feel like you're not getting paid enough? It seems like there is definitely some sort of financial obstacle here. Okay, or that the pay is also an issue. Like I feel like the pay they're messing up your pay or something like that. Okay, Page of Swords with the Five of Pentacles. Let's see. The Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Whatever this current project is going through, whatever project that you're going through right now, or that you're partaking in, this individual that started this project doesn't even have money to fund this project. Don't be surprised if this individual started asking their workers to put in money to fund this project. This place is running out of money. Like, I feel like there's no clear vision. Yeah, with the Fool card here and the Magician here, you will find something else, but this whole situation right now that you're in, it's just a complete circus. I feel like with the Fool card and the Magician and the Ten of Cups, I feel like eventually you will maybe find something a little bit more long-term, more stable, okay? Um, I mean, this could also be a contract at work that lasts for a year or something like that, okay? And there could be, like, an opportunity for an extension, okay? Yeah, I see this lasting till, like, the next thing, but this whole situation is a com I feel like whoever this is running this joint, this person's just really immature. Very immature. It's kinda like a broy sorta energy with this person. Yeah, it's kinda like I feel like it's like a kinda like a SoCal, bro from, like, Orange County, and they're just kinda like, uh, I don't know. Oh, yeah, like a very broy energy, like, yeah, it's just it's just wow. Yeah. I think with even the disorganization, like, I feel like you're making it work. Yeah. But I feel like you will find something else. Yeah, you will, okay? He's just 2 years out of co he's young. Yeah, he's young. Oh my gosh. 2 years out of college, like, college was, like, 20 years ago for me. Yeah, almost. I see. Anything but health related, legal like, any health related questions, legal related questions, I don't answer that. Yeah. It will last, it will last. Yeah. Even though it's so, discombobulated, like, it's gonna you'll find something else, okay? You'll find something else. Let's see, did someone else send me payment? So, I think I'm done with so, Zarifa? Is Zarifa here? Also now Genevieve has changed its name to Glunas. So I don't know. This Genevieve, Glunas, Rigoli. Has anyone seen this person post a question yet? So okay, so Zarifa. Okay, Zarifa. Okay. So Zarifa wants to know, what do you see around me in love? Okay. I'm just gonna put Zarifa. So 150, 150, I don't know, 45. Okay. Tell me about what messages do we have for Zarifa in love? What's coming in for Zarifa in love? What's coming in for Zarifa in love? Tell me about Zarifa in love. Zarifa in love. Zarifa in love. Okay. Nine of Cups. Knight of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. To be quite honest, like Zarifa, I see you just focusing on your happiness and focusing on your work, focusing on your so focusing on your finances here. Like I just see you being happy on your own right now. Okay, does that mean there's no love coming into your life? No, it doesn't mean that. It's just that you're just really good on your own stuff that's on your own here. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Nine of Cups, and the Six of Swords, and the Moon. Spirit is asking you to face your shadow side and to work on your shadow side here. And it has nothing to do with love. But sometimes, the messages that come through is something that we need to hear. Okay. Yeah, you're being asked to face a shadow here. Yeah, the shadow sides are basically the bad sides of ourselves, right? That we don't want to face, that we don't want to deal with, but you're being asked to face it, or that you're being asked to work with it. I feel like you're being guided to trust your intuition more. Six of Swords, we have the Moon. Oh, good for you, Zarifa. I like to hear that. We have the King of Pentacles and also the Emperor. You're showing up as a masculine energy here. I mean, to be quite honest, you're pretty happy, you're pretty stable, you're pretty grounded, you're pretty solid in your life right now. Okay. A lot of times what's gonna happen is that when you're in that energy of kind of like doing your own thing, yeah, love comes to you when you least expect it. Yeah, I feel like you're showing yourself that self-love, you're pouring into your own cups, you're working on yourself here. Seems like you're like kind of like leveling up. Sometimes a feminine can take on that masculine energy. Sometimes, sometimes some girls have more masculine energy than feminine energy. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But it seems like you're doing really well on your own. Yeah, you're pouring energies into, change, growth, transformation here at this time. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you're on the right path, when it comes to, working on yourself and, bringing new love into your life. That is exactly, you're doing exactly the right thing to bring that in. Okay. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. What happened to this person here that sent me payment that never asked a question? I'm just going to refund this person their money because I don't want to be waiting around here all night. So refund. Refund. Done. Okay. Terrific. Is there anybody else looking for a one question reading? You're welcome, Zarifa. I'm gonna, like, meet the 2-hour mark, and then once I meet the 2-hour mark, I'm just gonna sign off because 'cause I'm kinda getting tired, you guys. And it's, like, 10, it's a little past 10 o'clock. Yeah, that's fine. You can ask a question about finances. So, Leo, send your money, your payment to Cash App, and I could answer something about your finances. Terrific. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Also, if you guys are interested in a chart reading, check out my sister. All the details are in the description box below. Okay. She's charging $75 for a 1 hour reading. So keep in mind, guys, that's a huge, huge, huge steal. Typically, chart readings I've done them myself with other people, they're like around $300 and $350. So she will definitely bump up her prices once she launches her website and also her own channel. Okay. Anybody else looking for a one question reading? Anybody else looking for a one question reading? Oh, thank you so much, V. Okay, Leo, I got your payment here, Leo. So, Leo, what is your question? I'll put Leo. Okay. Wait, what? Mm. Okay, okay, that's okay. There was a little bit of a delay. Okay, so my question is, what do you see surrounding finances? Did I file for disability? I did file for disability, but I'm trying to get better to work. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, I didn't put your timestamp. Hold on one sec. So 157. Let's do 157.10. So tell me about Leo's finances. What does Leo need to know about their finance? Let's talk about Leo and their finances. What does Leo needs to know about their finances? Finances. What messages do we have for Leo when it comes to their finances? And you guys keep in mind, if you guys are looking for a more in-depth personal reading with me, you can book with me on my website, okay? We have the Star card and the Eight of Pentacles. I see you working again. Yeah, I do see you working again, but I feel like there is a period where you need to heal, okay? You have the Star card and Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like when it comes to your healing, okay, when it comes to getting yourself better to work again, you're on the right track. Do you do like a lot of labor work or something like that? Kind of like a heavy lifting or something? Yeah, with a Star card and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Ten of Swords. Yeah. Did you hurt your back or something like that? You want the Empress here. I do feel like your health will gradually get better. I don't know why I'm getting this here, but I'm getting something with the head here too. Is this like a genetic thing? Because I feel like someone here got it from I feel like this was like a genetic thing. I don't know. We have the moon. You're asking about finances. The thing is, not a whole lot of pentacles are showing up though. I don't know. I'm getting some discomfort in my neck, my back here. I'm getting something with the head, but I see you healing from this. Why is the Empress here? And the Ace of Cups. You know what would do? You know what would like do? You know what would promote more healing for you? If you did like salt baths, you know, so I did this in Thailand. Basically, there's like a big contraption. You just step into the pool, okay, and you closed the door on you, and you just kind of float in the tub. It's like floating in the Dead Sea in Israel. Yeah. So I feel like that would help with the pain because I'm getting pain all over my body. It almost kind of like knocks the wind out of you. Does that if that makes sense? Okay. I feel like some sort of water therapy would be helpful for you. Yeah. Like being in water that has like salt content as high as the salt content in the Dead Sea. Okay? Like, I feel like that would be really helpful for you. All right? So with the Ace of Cups here, we have the Ten of Swords, the Empress here with the Moon card and the Page of Wands. Why is that here? Give me one more for this. Seven of Cups. The Moon. This has nothing to do with your health, but I feel like do you have children, by the way? Do you have children, Leo? I have a tumor in my pituitary. Oh, wait. So the tumor, the pituitary, does that have to do with the brain? You have 3 kids. One of your kids is incredibly psychic, by the way. She may be a fire sign, okay? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, but her gifts are coming online. So she may be having some sort of psychic experiences right now. I don't know if you're aware of it. I don't know if she's telling you, but she's having a lot of experiences right now where I feel like this is really scaring her. I don't know why it's a her. It's between the eye, and he said, "My son, my son." Oh, he's a Sagittarius. Okay, so ah, the reason why I feel like he's like so he's a boy. He has a lot of feminine energy. That's why. Yeah. Okay. But he's having a lot of psychic experiences right now. It may be affecting his sleep. I don't know. I feel like this needs to. I don't know. I feel like this maybe this. I don't know if this is something that you want to explore. This may you may need a deeper reading here or a more in-depth reading. I feel like if you have a handle on your psychic abilities and stuff like that, I feel like you'll be able to teach him. He's not grounded. It's almost like I feel like he's always spaced out or that he has a hard time concentrating in school or that, your teacher may say that he has like, attention problems. I don't feel like he does. Okay. I just feel like his psychic abilities are kind of like overtaking him. Okay. So you need to work with him. Yeah. If you know how to ground, if you have your gifts under, I won't say under control, but if you are working well with your gift, you need to teach him how to work with it. Okay. Yeah, it's completely just it's causing problems in school too. Okay. Yeah, I feel like has a hard time concentrating. He may have a hard time getting his point across. He may be feeling frustrated or something like that. The teacher might think that or feel that he's on the spectrum. I don't feel like he is. It's just that he doesn't really know how to manage his gift. Okay. So, yeah, work with him. Find a teacher to work with him. Okay. He's very anxious and very nervous. I just feel like he's kind of scared. Yeah. So, he's 21 years old. Yeah. Somewhere he needs to teach him. Yeah, somewhere he needs to teach him. I feel like he needs to have boundaries here. He's had it all his life. I feel like he's a very smart and intelligent person, but I feel like this may have affected him in school. Okay, he may have been teased for it. He may have been bullied for it. He's I feel like people may view him a bit of an enigma. Like he's really hard to figure out. But he needs to find ways to work with his gift, if that makes sense. Okay. That resonated with you too, Cassandra? Mm. Okay, let me see. Let me see if I got another payment here. So that's as a for Leo. All right. Well, that was helpful. But you sometimes you ask specific questions that spirit tells you what you need to hear, right? So anything could come up, even though you're asking something very specific like work, your son could come up. Yeah. But he's on more yeah, I'm that way too, even though I'm, a guy, I lean more on the like, I resonate more with the feminine energy than the actual masculine energy. Yeah, but he has a lot of feminine energy, okay? Oh, okay. I was gonna say it'll be a little bit strange that that reading also resonated with you too, Cassandra. Okay, let me take a look here. Okay, so I'm gonna give it a few more minutes. If there's anyone else that wants a reading, I'm gonna be on here for like another few more minutes and then I'm going to sign off because I think I've been doing this for the last 2 hours. So that's like kind of my that's like my burnout time already. I'm starting to burn out. Yeah. Excuse me. I'm really glad that you asked a question, Leo. Yeah. I won't delete it. So I'm gonna put your timestamp in the comment section below after I get off here. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes people come to me, even like on Zoom, when they book a Zoom reading with me. Some people ask very specific questions, but the reading just could go completely different than what they expected. Yeah. Um, it's just for today, Cassandra. I don't really do this much. Yeah, it's a very rare thing. Like if you look back at my live feed, I rarely do this. I think the last time I did this, hold on one sec. When was the last time I did it? I did it with my friend. I did it with my friend Amira. The last time I did this. Okay, let me see. When was the last time I did something? Yeah, I don't really do this much. The last time I did it was 2 months ago, and then the last time, the time before that was 6 months. So, 2 months ago, and then 8 months ago, 6 months ago. Yeah, I don't do that. I don't do this much. So it's a really rare thing. So I'm doing this now. Okay, I don't know when I'll do this again. And also keep in mind, the readings that I give on here is very quick, very fast. I mean, obviously Leo is a little bit of a special case. But typically they're really fast messages. They're not like the in-depth readings that I do on Zoom. Okay. Okay. So you guys, I think I'm gonna sign off here. It was amazing to see everyone. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Yeah, if I do this again, I'll probably announce it on the community tab on my YouTube channel. But also, you guys, if you guys are looking for a chart reading, okay, please book a chart reading with my sister. She's actually really great and talented with chart readings. And like I said, she's only charging $75 for a 1 hour reading. Okay. Um, oh yeah, once she launches her website, once she launches her channel, those prices are going to go up. And keep in mind, these chart readings typically run around $300 to $350. So $75 is a huge deal, you guys, okay? Yeah, just, you could book with me on my website, okay, for a personal reading if you want. All right. So, you guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a great Friday night. Have a great Saturday, wherever you guys are. Have a great weekend. And I will speak to you guys in another read. Okay. I'm going to timestamp these in the comment section below. Okay. Bye, guys.